let's take a look at these. Once again, you don't really need to sketch them necessarily. It just may help you get a visual sense of whether the answer is consistent or not. So if we plot our points for our coordinates for A and B, and we want to find the midpoint's going to be halfway between those. And so if we take the average, negative 13 plus 8, divide by 2, that's going to be our midpoint. We get a negative 5 halves, or negative 2.5 for our answer. Is that consistent with what you would expect here? Yeah. So again, you can kind of count over if you need to. This is a fraction, so it's a little bit more work to verify it, but you can check it and see, are these distances AM and MB equal to each other? Usually it'll be either form is fine. If it's a terminating decimal, either form's fine. If it's a repeating decimal, or if it's a decimal that you don't see what the end is, then you probably want to leave it as a rational number. All right, question number 8. Again, same idea. You don't have to set it up or sketch it, but I'm going to just to show. So here's point A. Here's point B. So we anticipate that our answer is going to be somewhere in this area. Okay, so it should be a negative x coordinate, a positive y coordinate, not a guarantee, just based on what it looks like here. Okay, so let's use our equation for the midpoint. The midpoint formula has two calculations, one for the x coordinates, one for the y coordinate. So if we take the average of the x's, so 2 plus a negative 4 over 2, take the average of the y's, negative 1 plus a 3 over 2, and then reduce these, we get a negative 2 halves and a positive 2 halves, which reduce to negative 1, 1. Now, is that consistent with what we would expect based on our sketch? Yeah, again, it's pretty much right on, so it's consistent with what we were expecting to see there.